some cardio and core control today. We'll start out with a nice easy warm-up. We're gonna go 2 rounds of 10 lunges. So the lunge is straight forward with the leg right here. Try to keep that knee stacked right over the ankle, nice and flat on the foot. And then we'll just step back. We're gonna go 10 total, so 5 each leg on that one. Then we're gonna do 10 dips. I'm gonna use my coffee table for this. So you would just kind of put your hands on the coffee table, move your butt off, just drop down, push yourself up. If you want it to be harder, it's feet farther away, easier, you bring your feet a little bit closer to you. So we'll do 10 of those, and then 10 leg raises. That's gonna be on our backs. I like to sit on my hands for a little bit of support on my lower back area, and I'm just gonna bring my legs up to about 90 degrees or so, just like that. And then we're gonna do a hip flexor stretch in between, which is in that good lunge position, knee all the way down, kind of squeeze the butt cheeks together, force the hips forward a little bit. Should feel a good stretch in that down leg right in the front. So 2 rounds of all of that. We'll stay together on this, so I'll count out the reps nice and steady, and then I'll go over the workout with you, and that one will be a little bit more of your pace only. So, starting out with the lunges, guys, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we're gonna move to the dips. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then onto our backs with the leg raises. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then that hip flexor stretch. Hold this for about 10 to 15 seconds on each side. Go ahead and switch up the leg. And relax. All right, one more round for this one. Going back into our lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Into the push or the dips. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Onto our backs for leg raises. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And one more hip flexor stretch. And go ahead and switch it up. And relax. Okay guys, so we're gonna do a little bit of cardio core control, a little bit more emphasis on the core control than anything else. So I'll go over this workout with you. I don't expect you to memorize the movements. I will remind you of what the movements are before we go into them. But we're gonna do 2 rounds of all of this. So first one is gonna be a 30-second high plank. So your high plank is kind of the top of your push-up position, okay? So you're right here, Nice and tall, good tight core. You're up on the hands instead of down on the forearms. Right into 1 minute of mountain climbers, okay? So the mountain climbers are gonna stay in that position, okay? And then just bring those knees nice and high towards those elbows. So that one, the shoulders are gonna get a little tired on. So if you need to drop down for a second, that's fine. Just try to get yourself back up as quick as you can. Then you're gonna get a 30-second rest after that 1 minute of mountain climbers. Then we're gonna go a 30-second squat hold. So you're gonna be in your squat position, okay? Feet right about shoulder width or so. And then you're gonna just sit down, keep it nice and flat with the feet. Should stay about 90 degrees, okay? You'll hold that for 30 seconds, and then we'll do 1 minute of squats. Nice and steady pace. Should be able to kind of talk through it. You want the heart rate up a little bit, but it should still be generally a talking pace. And then once you get done with those minute of squats, we're gonna go 30-second rest again. And then we'll do a 30-second 6-inch hold. So we're gonna be on our backs just like we were for the leg raises. Feet are gonna be up off the ground about 6 inches, and you're just gonna hold that right there, okay? Concentrating on the lower ab area. And then we'll go 1 minute of sit-ups right after that. So sit-ups, really simple. Like you can use your hands to kind of help you get the momentum going if you need to. If you can only do a crunch, that's fine. Whatever you can do, that's all we're looking for. You should just be doing some core stuff. And then we'll get 1 minute of rest, and we'll go back to the push-up or the high plank into the mountain climbers, okay? So we'll repeat all the movements twice, and I'll give you all the cues of when we're gonna switch movements or what we're gonna do next and all that kind of stuff. So don't worry too much about that, just follow along. The mountain climbers, squats, and sit-ups, that is 100% your pace. Try to pick a pace that you can keep going the whole time. You don't want to take very many rests. That's where the cardio is going to come into play. We have built-in rests for that. But try to keep it moving as much as you can during that. Okay, so we're going to start out with that high plank. And we will get going here in about 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and up into that push-up position. Try to make sure those hands are directly under your shoulders, good tight core. Kind of squeeze the butt cheeks together, don't let that core sag down either. Kind of think belly button to your spine, tight butt. You're over halfway through. Couple seconds left. Going into the mountain climbers right now. So 1 minute of mountain climbers doesn't need to be fast, guys. Just consistent. Like I said, if you need to take a quick break, that's fine. Just try to shake them out. Get yourself back in as quick as you can. This one's gonna be a shoulder burner. You're over halfway through it already though. Less than 10 seconds. And rest. So 30 seconds of rest. Then we're gonna go into the squat hold and squats, okay? About 15 seconds. Couple of deep breaths. Get yourself ready. 5 seconds. 2, 1. And hold. Remember, nice, good squat should be about 90 degrees. Try to keep your elbows off your knees. Make sure your legs are doing all the work. Over halfway, less than 10 seconds now. Couple more, almost there. We're gonna go into the squats next in 2, 1, and go ahead for the squats. Nice, steady pace, guys. Nice, steady pace. Try to keep that weight nice and flat on your feet. Don't let it go towards the ball of your feet. If you need to, you can use a couch or a chair to sit down onto. Keep that weight back, and then just stand up out of your chair kind of thing. Over halfway, halfway. About 10 seconds left on this one. And rest. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Next one is gonna be the 6-inch hold and sit-ups. 6-inch hold and sit-ups. Got 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, feet up. Make sure you're breathing, guys. Tendency is always kind of hold your breath during these movements, but stay nice and steady breath, nice and calm. Make sure those feet are about 6 inches. Almost there, a couple seconds left. Next thing's gonna be the sit-ups. And sit-ups. Okay, like I said, if you want to use your hands to help, that's okay. But care about a little bit more about the heart rate than specifically isolating the core. If you want to put your feet under something like a couch, that'll work as well. Over halfway. About 10 seconds, guys, almost there. And rest. All right, 1 minute of rest, 1 minute of rest. So we're gonna repeat everything over again. So we'll start out with that high plank push-up position for 30 seconds, back into the mountain climbers for a minute, okay? Second round's always a little bit rougher, especially for smaller muscles like the shoulders. So if you need to take a little bit more rest, that's fine. Just try to keep yourself moving as much as you can and try not to take too long of rest. You're only going for a minute and a half at a time, so you can kind of push through a little bit knowing, hey, it's gonna be over quicker than you think. You got about 15 seconds left on this rest. Starting out with that high plank in 5 seconds. And 2, 1, and up. Good tight cores. Again, make sure you're breathing through this thing. Don't hold your breath. Hands directly under the shoulders, that'll help with the stability. Don't let that core sag down, squeeze those butt cheeks together. Got about 5 seconds left on this one. Going into the mountain climbers next. 2, 1, and go. Mountain climbers. Remember, nice and steady pace, guys. Concentrate on getting good core work out of this. Remember, you need to take breaks, make them short. Over halfway. About 10 seconds left, guys. Almost there. Dig deep, push through. 5 seconds, almost there. And rest. 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Then we'll be going into our squat holds and squats again. Ten seconds. In 3, 2, 1, squat hold. Try to stay flat-footed through this thing. If you can't quite get very low, that's fine. You can kind of stay in this little quarter squat position. You know, if you can get your butt down, good. But if you need to be up a little bit higher, that's fine, not a big deal. As long as it's challenging for you is all I'm gonna look for. 5 seconds left on this. We're gonna go back into the squats. And squats, guys. 1 minute of squats. Try to maintain a nice steady pace. Halfway through. Staying nice and consistent with these squats. Less than 10 seconds. And rest. 30 seconds. Next one is gonna be the 6-inch hold and sit-ups again. That'll be the last little bit. And then we're done for the day. Ten seconds till that 6-inch hold. 2, 1, 6 inches. Breathing through it, keeping those legs nice and straight. Make sure that those heels stay up. Already halfway through. Couple more seconds, guys, couple more seconds, then we're going back to the sit-ups. And sit-ups. 1 minute, guys, 1 minute, and then we're done with this workout. I'll show you some stretches at the end to kind of help loosen up and stuff. Less than 10 seconds. And rest. All right, guys, good job. So, I'll give you about 20 seconds, and then I'll show you a couple of stretches, kind of help loosen everything up. Okay. So first off, that hip flexor stretch we did at the very beginning will be great for, the hips, for, the sit-ups, squats, even the mountain climbers. So you can go ahead and do that one, but I'll show you a couple more as well. So for the shoulders, from the push-up position and everything like that, they can get a little tired. So a good child's pose stretch will be good. So hands straight out in front of you, just dropping that chest down towards the ground. Should feel a big stretch in the shoulder blade area. You just hold that for about 20 to 30 seconds. Another good one for your hips is a pigeon stretch. So you're gonna bring this leg as close to 90 degrees in front of you as possible. Back leg should be nice and straight. I'll show you from the side, as straight as possible. And then you can either sink down into the ground just like this, or sit up nice and tall and kind of push that hip down. That'll make it deeper. So you can do that one. If that one bothers you, which it can for if you've got really tight hips, then a good 90-90 stretch. So again, leg about 90 degrees in front of you, but instead of putting this back leg straight, you're gonna put it at 90 degrees as well. So that's where the 90 and 90 comes from. Then you're gonna kind of square up your shoulders to your front leg and drop that chest down over it. You'll feel that on the outside of the hip as well. If that one even bothers you, you can do a figure four. So figure four is, you're gonna cross your leg right here. So right here, it kind of creates this little four with your leg. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach through the gap that I'm creating with my bent leg and then kind of interlace my fingers behind my hamstring on this straight leg right here, this one right here. And then I'm just gonna kind of bend this one and pull up, and you'll feel that on the outside of the hip as well. All of those will be really good for helping open up the hip and allowing you to get an easier squat in. And then a cobra stretch will kind of help stretch out the abdomen. So on your stomachs, nice and flat, hands underneath your shoulders. You're gonna pin those feet and hips into the ground, press up, and should feel a good stretch in the abdomen from there. You can look up to make it a little bit deeper. So I would recommend going through all of those a couple of times. If you've watched a lot of my videos, I kind of show the same stretches because they're all very, very good and they're all focused around your hips and shoulders. But I would do those a couple of times for about 20 to 30 seconds on each one and to get a good stretch. And do those consistently. You don't just need to do them when you're seeing a video. If you do them on your own, it'll help a lot with your hips and shoulders and all that kind of stuff. So there is your cardio and core stability class. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.